Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me for another Chuck Chat. It's Westminster Spirit Day, so I'm wearing my Hawaiian shirt with my pineapple sunglasses. Unfortunately, I can't see this way, so I'll have to take them off for a little bit. My daughter Isabella gave me those pineapple sunglasses. Always start off with a little bit of humor. So let's see if we can get this to work. Stop. That is not what to do when we're out of baby wipes. See, I told you they wouldn't notice us. Everybody's looking down at their phone or their device. You're talking to your wallet again. June is a cruel month. Oh, the weather's fine, but we don't get a single work holiday to enjoy it. Just an update on COVID-19 in Westminster. We do have one active employee case of COVID-19. They're recovering at home. The employee has light symptoms. We are in phase 1 of reopening Westminster. Limited visitors to exterior locations with appointments only. Visitors must sign into a kiosk and be screened and temperature taken before the visit. We're still restricting all trips to essential purposes, screening and temperature checks upon entering the campus for everyone. Social distancing, hand hygiene, and mask at all times when outside of your apartment home. That includes the outdoors. Travel policy and quarantine policy remain in place. Reopening Westminster COVID-19 tracker analysis. I talked about this last time. It's based on our state, county, and community performance. If you've been paying attention to the news, you know that our state and our county are not doing very well. There's a lot of new cases of COVID. We really need to be diligent in following Westminster's precautions. I know that they're not requiring masks statewide, but we are requiring them, and we highly recommend them be worn every time you're outside of your apartment. We did begin phase 1 Wednesday, June the 10th. It's a 3-phase plan for reopening based on the community, county, and state performance. Further phases depends on results and county performance in this phase, as well as cooperation. State and county is trending up. The intent is each reopening phase to last about 4 to 6 weeks. I highly doubt that phase 1 will last 4 to 6 weeks for us. It's going to be much longer based on the county and state performance. Reopening phase 1 means staff-led and resident-led activities of 10 or less are okay with social distancing and mask in place. Amenities open with social distancing and mask in place. Small group meetings of residents are okay. No more than 10, social distancing and mask in place. Limited outside visitation at assigned areas from spouses, partners, significant others, power of attorneys are allowed with scheduled appointments only, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Limit 1-hour visits, and the mask and social distancing must be in place. Healthcare is much more restricted. Skilled nursing at the Arbor is much more restricted than independent living at this point. Carry out available at Laurel Dining Room, slowly expanding menu as we're able. Housekeeping services now include bathrooms, kitchens, and bed linens. June 24th, questions and answers. What is recommended mask etiquette when we are outside? This is a question that was asked last week, but I wanted to repeat the answer. We highly recommend adhering to the CDC's recommendations and wearing your mask even when you are outside while maintaining social distance standards at all times, at least 6 feet. Please wear your mask properly, covering your mouth and your nose when outside of your apartment. I see a lot of people wearing masks, but they're wearing them down here or just barely covering their mouth. You need to cover your nose as well. Can we eat with our scheduled visitors or with small groups of residents? No, not right now, I'm sorry, but visits and small group gatherings should be done with mask in place and at all times, and while maintaining social distancing. Eating together is not allowed at this time. You can't wear a mask while eating, so it's really not safe to do so right now. Question, why is the Arbor Healthcare Center still not allowing visitors except end of life or resident wellness? The answer to that is the healthcare center is comprised of our most vulnerable population. and is regulated by Center for Medicare Services and the Texas Department of Health and Senior Services. All, including the governor, have directed nursing homes to restrict visitors except for end of life or resident wellness. So, that's the most vulnerable population that we serve, and we have to protect those residents. Can my longtime housekeeper or CPA come for a visit? No, I'm sorry, but these are not considered essential visits. We're sorry for the inconvenience that this might cause. What is an essential service provider? This is someone that performs a necessary or essential health care or emotional support, such as a home health, speech therapy, occupational therapy, physical therapy, respiratory therapist, counselor, social worker, massage therapist, pharmacy delivery, adaptive service or adaptive device service, those types of things, medical necessity really, absolutely necessary. When will phase one end? Phase one will end when phase two begins. We will advance into phase two when we can do so safely as a community. We're not there yet. This depends on our state, county, and community prevalence of active COVID-19 cases. Fortunately, we haven't had any new cases amongst our residents. And the one case that we had amongst our employees, it's really unlikely that this person had any direct contact with any residents or associates after they were tested positive or before. Unfortunately, we cannot give you a specific time or date when phase two will begin. It's really dependent upon how everyone's doing, the state and the county, and in Westminster included, but it's really not safe to go into phase two right now. And it likely won't happen throughout July. I'll let you know when we can. When will marketing start work with charter members to consider choices for their new apartments? This will start in the next few months, most likely September-ish. We will prioritize the Windsor Addition apartments as they will be completed first. Remember, the Windsor Tower, the Windsor expansion occurs in the first 13 months of the project. So those 18 apartments will be completed first, as will the new wellness area, the nurse practitioner clinic, the restaurant, the bistro, all of that expansion will occur in the first 13 months of the project. Can you remind us of the schedule and sequence for the various construction projects? I really don't have time to do that on one of these chats, so I'll do that in the upcoming Resident Association meeting on Monday, July the 6th. This will be a Zoom meeting, and we will record this meeting and play it on 1890. It will occur at its usual time, 7 p.m. The Zoom meeting invitation will be sent out shortly, and again, we will play it on 1890. Off-campus parking is completed. We still have some grass to plant, but the parking's ready to use, and it's just in time because we need to start using it. Just an update on community life services. Starting Wednesday, July the 1st, we will resume some of the staff-led exercise classes in Harrisville Hall. We will no longer offer exercise classes in the Windsor courtyard. One of the reasons for that is the heat. The other reason is that the construction will take place and that they'll be doing some digging out there. The classes are limited to no more than 10 at this time. That's due to being in phase one reopening. Social distancing and wearing masks appropriately is required to participate in any activity, but especially these. You must sign up for every class you plan to attend in the activity book located in the Preston lobby. If you can't get to the Preston lobby, call reception and we'll be happy to put your name on the list. Residents can start signing up for classes on June the 24th. We will continue to play all exercise programs that are currently being played on 1890. Update on the Carlisle expansion. Construction will begin on Monday, June the 29th. You should have received a notice in your boxes. All vehicles must be moved off the north parking lot by Monday, June the 29th at 7 a.m. Off-site parking is available at the Austin State Supported Living Center off of 35th Street. Again, the north parking lot, the closest to 35th Street, is reserved for resident secondary vehicles. If you park your vehicle there, just call our main number and we will pick you up, and we can drop you off. The shuttle will run 15 to 20-minute rotations to and from the offsite parking and to our campus. And that is going to be continuously from 5 a.m. in the morning until 11 p.m. at night. After 11 p.m. and until 5 a.m., if you need a shuttle ride, you'll need to call the reception desk, the main number, and we will come pick you up. Virtual groundbreaking is scheduled to happen on July the 1st. That'll be for charter members only and members of the board. All residents, however, will receive a gift on July the 1st and a special dessert to celebrate our groundbreaking. We will record the virtual groundbreaking event and play it on 1890 as well. The Arbor Healthcare Center entrance and Circle Drive will be under construction for the first 6 weeks of the project, as we work to make some necessary connections prior to the Carlisle hole being dug. So also we're going to be picking up about 12 parking spaces in that Circle Drive area. We felt like that was really important to visitors for healthcare. So we'll be doing that at the beginning of the project instead of the end. It's an inconvenience for a few weeks, but I think it'll really help us throughout the project. The main entrance to the Windsor will be the marketing entrance for the first phase of this construction work. So the shuttle will drop off at the marketing entrance. All visitors to healthcare, those that are allowed, will be going through the marketing entrance. The receptionist for the healthcare center will relocate to the marketing entrance. It'll be our primary screening and temperature check location. So pretty much all those functions will be moving to the marketing entrance. The same screening and temperature checks will be necessary. And I will be doing a detailed update to the resident at the resident association meeting to kind of describe the phasing and the construction project. Some reminders: be careful of scams. There seems to be more and more scams. It's really getting out of control. There's a lot I get every day. Residents telling me about new scams. Just be careful. Don't give people your social security information. Don't cash checks. If you weren't expecting a check, don't cash it. It's likely a part of a loan. They're sending out these checks. They look like checks, but they're really not. There's people pretending to be Social Security right now. They're pretending to be stimulus right now. The IRS is not going to call you on the phone and ask for your personal information. Just be careful, protect yourself, watch out for scams. If you're not sure of something, ask someone, ask one of us, and we'll be happy to help you. Please wear your name badges. Please maintain social distancing standard of 6 feet. Please wear your mask properly at all times when outside of your apartment. Just to show you how you should wear your mask, if you apply it like this, and you need to wear it completely, covering your nose and your mouth at all times when outside of your apartment. Please wash or sanitize your hands often. Please return all carts to their original location. If you need assistance to do this, please call reception desk to pick them up. Your neighbors need to use these carts too. And a reminder again, all vehicles must be moved off of the north parking lot by Monday, June the 29th at 7 a.m. The offsite parking is open and ready for business. If you have a private sitter or private employee that is still working on campus, you need to make sure that they're registered and receive a placard through Robin Aiken's office. If you don't know who that is, call reception and they'll be happy to help you. Stay strong, stay safe. Appreciate y'all very much. Thank you for adhering to all the precautions that we have going on. And stay safe out there. Thank you.